We've been talking about in Christendom, if you will, since I've known myself. I'm 50 years old now. Since I was born, I've been hearing about, Lord, they took prayer out of school, and Lord, the world to go crazy. Well, that is true. That is true. But watch this. I've got news for you. It's coming back, but a little bit. Here in Florida. I'm coming to you from Tampa, Florida, the greatest open state in the country. Woo! Yes, sir. Listen, let's read. This is from thehill.com. And it says, watch this. You ready for this? Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, signs a law mandating daily moment of silence in public schools. You ready for this one? Ready? Let's go. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Republican, has signed a new law mandating that public schools in the Sunshine State have a daily moment of silence. The bill, which DeSantis signed into law on this past Monday, requires teachers set aside at least 1 minute each day in the first period of school for a moment of silence. Now, he didn't say prayer, a moment of silence. You just sit there, get you an extra little nod or nap, or you can sit there and pray to your God, or you can sit there and meditate and get yourself together. Now, teachers are prohibited from making suggestions as to the nature of any reflection that a student may engage in during that moment of silence, the law states. For all of you, separation of church and state folk and all that, listen, chill out. The teachers cannot say, you got to pray to a Muslim God or a Hindu God or a Christian God or a Jewish God. No. They cannot do that. It would be against the law. Governor DeSantis spoke about the new law in religious terms when signing it on Monday, saying it allows students to reflect and be able to pray as they see fit. That's what he told television station WJXT. Okay? The governor, a close ally, a former President Donald Trump, signed the bill at a Jewish community center while being behind a placard that read, "Protect Religious Liberty." Now notice, he was at a Jewish community center. He's not Jewish. So again, it's not promoting prayer. It's a moment of silence. If I want to pray, I can. If I want to meditate, I can. If I want to take a nap, I can. If I want to sneeze, I can, if I'm a student in the public school system. But a teacher cannot, an official, school official, cannot guide the students in any direction. All right? You cannot guide them in any direction about that. Now tell me what you think about that. Tell me, because I'm going to go into some of your comments here on Twitter. If you want to hit me up, you can hit your comments down below. But I've got a couple comments here on Twitter about that. Let's see here. Oh, yes, we got a comment here. Wait. Here we go. Oh, from my buddy, Kurt. Kurt says, let me find it here. Religion and prayer are only used when necessary. Prayer in school, but refuse to teach children about the atrocities committed by white folks in America's history. DeSantis can miss me with that. That was my buddy Kurt, or that was his comment on Twitter. You can hit me on Twitter with your comments at Rob Carpenter II. Now, also got another friend on here. A preacher friend of mine. Love him dearly. But we go at it sometimes. He said, from a religious standpoint, it sounds great. But I thought government forcing people to do anything was bad. Politics and religion don't match. Next, we'll be forced to worship on Saturday or Sunday. Right, Rev? And has this been requested by teachers? Well, wait a second. Here's my point on this. It's better to have a little bit than none at all. And some of the people have said, well, DeSantis did it because of being political. Well, yeah, he's a politician. But think about it for a moment. Are we going to argue about why he did it? Or we're going to be grateful that he did it? Now, full disclosure, I have grandchildren now. But let me tell you something. Woo, Lord, I would not be wanting to raise a child in this day and age. There's so much more they have to deal with. And I thought we had to deal with a lot, but Lord, there's a lot for them to deal with. So We didn't have prayer in school when I was growing up, and I went to a public school most of the time. But listen, I can tell you just as my own personal witness, sometimes all it takes is just maybe 20, 30 seconds just to kind of focus. Don't we all kind of say a prayer before an interview, before we have to do a presentation, before we have to face something? We all kind of have a moment of silence to ourselves. Maybe we're praying to our God. Maybe we're praying to the trees, whatever it is. But the students will have that. And I guarantee you, I just believe by faith. I'm a preacher, so I got to say this. I believe by faith that because these students will have the opportunity to have a moment of silence, to meditate, to focus, to center their thoughts, to pray, if they will. Two things are going to happen. We're going to see there's going to be much better behavior in a lot of times in school because now they get a chance to kind of focus and center themselves. And also, number two, for those who are Christians, or those who are Muslim or whatever, it would be an opportunity for proselytization, not for the teachers, but as students, peer to peer, one to another. And I guarantee you we're going to see a difference in the behavior and the outcomes because of this. Don't worry about it because Ron DeSantis is a Republican. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. But I am glad that they have a moment of silence in school. What do you think? Put your comments down below. I want to know how you feel about it. Let's see what it says. The bill was sponsored by State Representative Randy Fine, a Republican, and passed the vote in the State House in a 94-24 vote, and the State Senate 32-6. So it looks like everybody, in the Senate, most everybody went along with it. Democrat lawmakers have opposed the new law, criticizing it as a new prayer bill. State Representative Omari Hardy, Democrat, took to Twitter on Monday to knock the GOP lawmakers over the new law. This comes after Florida adopted a new rule pushed by the Senate that bans the teaching of critical race theory in schools. The moment of silence legislation will go into effect in just a few days, July 1st. So when everybody starts to go back to school in August of 2021, the teachers will have this opportunity to give the students the chance to have a moment of silence. I tell you what, I'm happier than a pig in slop. Let me tell you something. Because any type of prayer, any type of meditation will help anyone. What does the Bible say? And on this law, in Psalms 1, and on this law does he meditate day and night. And because he does, he shall be like a tree planted. Look at those trees back there. Planted by the rivers of water. That will bring forth fruit in its season. What are you saying, Carpenter? I'm saying that because these students will have the opportunity to meditate, to think, to focus, then they can be more stable. They can be more strong. They can be more productive and successful in their studies and in their behavior in school, and they will produce fruit, not just of good grades, but good behavior. And then it spreads, because I tell you what, anybody that's having a good time is going to be contagious to somebody else that's having a good time. Anybody that's doing well is going to be contagious to somebody, attractive to somebody else that's doing well. What do you think? On this Juneteenth weekend, 2021, we got there. The Wuhan lab leak theory. The scientists didn't go along with it because Donald Trump was saying the same thing. They didn't want to be looked at as a Trump supporter. How ignorant, in my opinion. And then also, starting July 1st, starting this school year, a moment of silence in every public school in the state of Florida. They can meditate, pray, they can sneeze, they can snore, they can do whatever, and they can't be forced to anything. But I tell you what, it's close enough for me. This is Rob Carpenter here, and I'm glad you've joined me here for Real News Talk today. Check me out again. Usually I'm on weekdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. We came on early today because we want to get this out here. It's coming up on the weekend, Juneteenth weekend, and it was also signed into law. I guess it will be implemented later on down the road. But nonetheless, I want to hear your comments. Hit me up on social media, Rob Carpenter II. At Rob Carpenter II on all social media, here on YouNow, Twitter. Find me on Facebook, Pastor Rob Carpenter II. All social media sites, Rob Carpenter II. And also you can email me too as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'll see you Monday at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, right here on the YouNow platform. But if there's some breaking news, I'll break right in and we'll go with it. See you later. God bless.